actually. And after I had that conversation, I said, you know what? I should share this with other people because maybe other people can benefit from this. I want to ask you guys a question. I want to start the discussion by asking you all a question. How many of you have ever been caught up in a stupid argument with a dumbass? Like, give me a yes or no. Like, let's do a confessional right quick. How many of you have found yourself draining yourself, arguing with somebody where you look back and you're like, they're never going to change. They're stupid as hell. This is not very productive. This was beneath my pay grade. How many of you have ever felt that way? And maybe it's because they lied on you, or they said something that wasn't true, or they said something that got under your skin and pissed you off. And you gave energy to it, right? You gave life to the comment of a dumbass because maybe you didn't know your own worth. You didn't understand the value of your own time or the value of your own energy or your spiritual disposition. You weren't even thinking about that. You were just thinking, okay, I'm gonna show this dumbass. I'm gonna, make a point to this dumbass, and it's a real interesting thing because dumbasses don't usually get the point. Like really, dumbass people they stay stupid. Now your definition of a dumbass may differ from mine, right? I hope that you're able to appreciate differences of opinion and things like that. But whatever you define to be a dumbass, I'm going to kind of explain this to you in terms of what my daughter and I discussed. And then I'm just sharing this because after I told her and she got the message immediately, I said, you know what? There's probably some other young people out here who can benefit from this, or maybe older people. You don't even have to be young. But I have a heart for young people who don't have, maybe you don't have a father at home or an uncle at home that can tell you this stuff. So sometimes I go into Uncle Boyce mode where I just, decide to just give advice. And it's very hard to do because I don't believe I'm right about everything. I know sometimes I might be dead wrong, but maybe there's some of you who can appreciate something I might have to say. So I'm going to lay it out here like this. Let me break this down for you. I explained to her that like this. This is why you shouldn't waste time arguing with a dumbass and why you should instead form healthy, productive relationships with other people. We underestimate the importance of relationship building in general. Like we just kind of see relationships as this afterthought you put on autopilot, and that it has nothing to do with our success as a human being. It has nothing to do with whether or not I'm able to achieve my goals, right? I can just, have my relationships over here and then have my, my wealth building and all this other stuff over here. And I can just tell you as a person who is, my training's in financial psychology. Like I'm an expert in this. And one of the things I learned the more I studied, financial success is that psychology is huge and relationships are huge. The ability to manage and build productive relationships is extremely important. Now, why do I bring this up when it comes to dumbasses? Because clearly you don't want to have, close, intimate interactions with dumbasses. Some of y'all might be married to a dumbass. Some of y'all, if you're in this room and you're over the age of 30, you probably had sex with a dumbass or two in your life. I mean, that's okay. Go ahead and confess. We in church right now. It's all right to come to the altar. But my goal is to help you see a perspective that might help you to identify the dumbasses in your life and deal with them appropriately, because the dumbasses will keep you from moving forward. Whether you're talking about the Negro naysayer who finds a problem for every solution, the destructive person who just brings chaos into your life and they bring their own problems and then force you to solve them, right? Or somebody who's a hater or somebody who's jealous. Like we all have all of that, right? So let me tell you, I was telling her about how to deal with dumbasses so you don't get caught up fighting with people, because we're all into goal setting. And I'm like, okay, let's talk about your goals. Let's talk about you. Let's figure out your future. And let's visualize a future that is devoid of dumbasses. So here's what I explained to her. I said the best way to deal with your enemy is not to defeat your enemy. A lot of people think that defeating the enemy is the best way to deal with the enemy. And you see it all the time. You see traumatized Black people basically taking each other out, sniping each other down on the internet. I'm canceling you. F you. Get the hell up out my face. You ain't nothing. I'm unfriending you, right? And some of these, and it might be over the election or something, right? And these are people that you've been friends with for 20 years. And you just lost a friend over Joe Biden or Donald Trump. And neither one of those people would ever even sit down and have a cup of coffee with you, but you just lost a friend that you've had for 20 years over the Democrats or the Republicans or whatever. I don't agree with that. I told you guys that. I said, but here's the thing. The best way to defeat an enemy is not to defeat the enemy. The best way to defeat the enemy is to make the enemy into your friend. And so here's the deal. Here's how I explained it. I said, let's say that you and I are going back and forth. We're in a situation, and let's say I'm an 8. Let's say when it comes to going to war or taking people out, or when it comes to power or wealth or whatever, that I'm an 8 and you're a 4. So that means that if you and I were to get into it, then 8 is going to outweigh 4. I'm going to win and you're going to lose, right? So I said to her, I said, okay. I said, let's do some basic math here. This is not fancy, complicated math. I want you all to participate actively in the chat, answer the questions in the chat so that we can, it's very simple, but I want you to follow me. What is 8 plus 4? Let's say that we work together. You got a 4, I'm an 8. We decide I'm going to bring my 8. You're going to bring your 4. What is 8 plus 4? Somebody write that in the chat so I know everybody's paying attention here. This is Uncle Boyce talking. Uncle Boyce ain't totally stupid. He's actually got some good information. Okay, 8 plus 4 is 12. Thank you, Bryce, and thank you, Terracotta Hugh. All right, so 8 plus 4 is 12, right? That's the best outcome, right? You got 4, I got 8. We come together, we form a 12. Everybody's winning, everybody's good. Now, let's say that I decide, you know what? You a dumbass. Like I don't want nothing to do with you. Like you're tripping. You're pissing me off. You know, made me mad. I'm damn near ready to go to war with you. But let's say that I do the next tier down from partnering with you, right? I don't want to partner with you. I don't want you a 4. I don't want you in my life. So instead of actually fighting you, I just walk away, right? So now I don't get your 4. I just get 0, right? So what is 8 plus 0? 8 plus 0 is what, right? That's the second best outcome or the second worst, depending on how you look at it, right? 8 plus 0 is what? It is 8, right? So I could have had a 12. We could have had a 12. We could have had it all, but we decided to part ways. Now we don't have it all. You got your 4. I got my 8. We go our separate ways. Everybody's good. I've avoided you. You've avoided me because I think you're a dumbass. Maybe you think I'm a dumbass too. So dumbasses shouldn't be around other dumbasses, right? Right? Or smartasses shouldn't mix themselves with dumbasses, right? But don't be a smartass or a dumbass. You just want to be, and don't be an ass, period, right? So 8 minus 0 is 8, or 8 plus 0 is 8. Now, let's say that you and I decide to get ghetto. We start to do crabs in the barrel. We start to engage in our full throttle ninja black belt slave training, right? Because we got some ninja slaves in our community, right? We've been fully trained on black self-destruction, seek and destroy, genocide level 5, right? And we just go at each other. So I'm an 8, you're a 4. And I'm going to teach your black ass a lesson. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to knock you down to a 0. I'm going to take your whole 4. And then you say, well, you might be an 8, but I'm going to throw my whole 4 at you and I'm going to take 4 away from you. So then after we get done, then 4 minus 4 is 0, right? And what is 8 minus 4? What is 8 minus 4? 8 minus 4 is, write it in the chat, please. Write it in the chat. 8 minus 4 is 4. So here's the thing. Some people don't understand basic arithmetic. They don't understand the basic mathematics of life. I'm a mathematician. Maybe this is why I see it this way. The mathematics of life say that, you just got into a battle with somebody where if y'all could have put your petty shit to the side, you could have been a 12. But you couldn't be a 12 because you couldn't get along. Okay, fine. You didn't learn how to nurture that relationship with each other. So the next best scenario would have been you could have walked away as an 8. But instead, because you chose to engage, I chose to give energy to this situation. I'm now a 4. And what many people falsely believe is that because I'm a 4 and you're a 0, because I'm doing better than you, that me doing better than you is the same as me doing good. Like I showed that Negro a lesson. Yeah, don't be messing with me. I'll take your ass out. I took him down. I won. But did you win? No, you didn't win. You didn't win anything. You're just not the biggest loser. Y'all both lost. Now they're a 0 and you're a 4, but you're tricked into thinking that because you're bigger than them, that you actually won. Well, really, you didn't win. That's a crab in a barrel mentality that says that I want to make sure you're doing as bad as possible, because if I'm doing better than you, then I'm actually winning. And that ain't the same as winning. That's not the same as manifesting your fullest potential. So when you recap this example I just laid out for you, you got 3 options. Either we manage our relationship. Relationship management is a skill and a tool that is as valuable as anything you ever learned in college. The ability to resolve disputes the ability to come together and find common ground, the ability to recognize potential synergies, the ability to coordinate accordingly and appropriately is one of the most valuable skills you can ever have. That's where millionaires and billionaires and really successful people come from. Most really successful people are extremely good at managing and building healthy relationships. If you ever go try to pick a fight with a billionaire. Go try to find somebody that's let's say you get close to a billionaire who's been able to manage healthy relationships and get all these people on his team, and he's able to make $1 billion because of it. And then get ghetto with the billionaire and try to pick a fight with the billionaire. Say, F you, man. I'm gonna take you out. You might be rich, but you ain't nobody. I'm gonna take you out. Watch what he does. He ain't gonna get ghetto with you. He's not gonna get in the mud with you. Because he knows that 8 minus 4 is going to be 4. So he knows that even if he wins, he's still losing because he's engaging with you. He's going to detach from you. You just call his phone. You used to call him and y'all was boys and y'all thought y'all was cool, and he ain't answering the phone no more. You call his secretary and say, hey, can I get on Bob's schedule? And Bob is always busy now. Bob used to be available. Now Bob is busy. Why? Well, because Bob is operating on a different frequency from you. He's operating on a different vibration. He's trying to manifest at the highest levels. He's not trying to get down in the dirt. He's not trying to be a pig in the slop in the mud with you. The mud is your territory. He's going to let you have all of that. You can have all of that down there. I'm going to be up in the heavens trying to get next to the gods. Does anybody get what I'm saying? Let me know if you get what I'm saying. And I'm laying this out there. Alicia says she gets what I'm saying. So that means a lot to me. And I wanted to come share this with you because I had that conversation with my daughter. And I said, in the space that I am, one benefit that you get from doing what I do is, and I met thousands and thousands and thousands of people all around the world. Every single day, I talk to thousands and thousands of people. And what happens is there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of haters, a lot of nasty comments, a lot of chaos, a lot of everything across the board, from I love you to death to I hate you and I can't stand you. I want to kick you in your ass. And you have to learn how to discern between the places you want to give your energy and the places that you don't, because you can't give your energy to everything. So give your energy to the things that are going to manifest in a positive way for you. The best way to defeat an enemy is to see if that enemy can become an ally. If they can't become an ally, then you detach, you immediately shut down, walk away from the situation, get as far away from that person as possible. But if you're going to engage, make sure it's for a very good reason. And honestly, I can't find too many good reasons to fight somebody unless you absolutely have to. If they are just in your face and they trying to mess with you and you can't get away, then maybe you got to deal with them then. But otherwise, don't go out looking for no fights. I see too many of our people looking for a fight, ready to just, I'll take them on. Especially if they black. I'll kill a black person. I'll take them out. Right? You sound like a Klansman. We got some black people who hate black people more than the KKK. Right? And I'm just telling you, people like that, they have mental health issues. Everybody needs therapy. There's no shame in therapy. And really, even if you don't have mental health issues, I suggest therapy, because therapy will help you to find your own shit. Everybody's got their shit. Everybody's got their little issues. And one of the biggest things I've observed from talking to Alicia and my friends that are therapists is that we as a community think therapy is like a stigma, like there's something wrong with you. What's wrong? Why you got to get therapy? Therapy is, if you think about this, right, we're all operating at a deficit. You're operating at a deficit. There is who you are now, and then there's the best version of you out there. There's the best version of you out there. You're operating as who you are right now in the third dimension. We talked about dimensions earlier. There's another version of you out there in the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension is past, present, future, everything that has been, everything that is, everything that will be, everything that could be, everything that could have been, and then there's that other level, right? So there's another version of you out there. And you haven't reached that version yet. You're not that person. So you're operating right now at a deficit. You right now are not the best that you can be, and you know it. Therapy can help you get over your nonsense and get out of your own way so you can elevate to that next level. And the more you elevate, the closer you'll be to godliness, because you'll hit self-actualization, which means that you'll truly be living your best life, truly be operating as your best self, truly be manifesting all the things that you believe and that you know are out there for you. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. I had that conversation with my daughter, and after I got done, I said, I need to talk to all my daughters and sons and uncles and cousins and little brothers and little sisters that are out here that might hear what Uncle Boyce has to say. I hope that this helps you. And also as just something that that I want to just give away to you. We actually have a program in the Black Business School that's totally it did have a cost, but we took the fee away. It's totally free. It's blackkeystogreatness.com. That's kind of like my Black Excellence program where I actually talk about stuff like this, because I don't like to just talk about financial stuff, because the thing is that in order for me to get to where the financial stuff started working, I had to get past the other stuff. I had to get over my own stuff before I could have this other stuff over here. So work on your own stuff. Figure out what that is. Don't be ashamed of it. But I'm telling you, like, when you get in those situations with other people, managing conflict is extremely important. Don't let people drag you into nonsense and pull you down to that crazy level, because that's not going to benefit you. All right. So do me a favor, if you could, please hit the thumbs up button, share and subscribe button. If you haven't done it yet, please hit the thumbs up button. Also, if you want to get text notifications when we go live, you can text the word Boyce to 31996. Text Boyce to 31996. And the program is blackkeystogreatness.com. Like I said, it's totally free. You have a lifetime membership for nothing. It did have a fee, but I made it free for a while so that anybody that wants help can get help from us. Because we're not here just to make money. We have to make money in order to run a business. That's important. But this is something that I really want people to experience, because it makes a big difference for you, especially when you're Black. Because there's so many things out here in our community, in our lives as Black people, that literally make you insane. And I'm an insane Black person. Believe me, I'm traumatized and triggered all over the place. And you got to get past all that if you want to be successful. You be quiet. You be quiet, because you got your own shit too. Remember, you grew up in Gary, lady, so don't even try it. She grew up in the murder capital of the world. Up here trying to talk about my shit. Like I ain't got it. Like I'm the only one who's got some trauma to deal with. All right, but that's what happens when you're marrying a therapist. They always think everybody else got the problems, not them. All right. So anyway, I will see y'all later. Have a good night. It's a Friday, so I'm about to go and take off. So I hope this helped you, and it was great talking to you, and God bless you. And so take care, guys. I will see you soon. Be good. Peace.